Hello YouTube, this is Rihanna again with part 3 of my Navy experience leaving for boot camp, what that's like, the whole Navy situation, and last time we left off right about the moment of truth. Let's see. After the moment of truth, what happens? You learn about folding things a lot. You fold things often. It frustrates you. It frustrates you a lot because for one, it's stupid. Just learning how to do it. It's stupid. For two, it is just time consuming. Just doing it. Not even just learning it is time consuming, but doing it is even more time consuming. And three, and this is the worst, is those people, and you always have those people, and there's at least some of them that just are just constantly talking about, like, you know, I just really enjoyed doing this because, you know what, I just like recognize just, you know, the beauty of what it taught you, and it just taught you, you know, discipline and patience, and it was just, you know, I just needed to learn that, and it was just this, really, I want to punch you right now. Because I know you don't really think that. You're lying to yourself. Nobody thinks, oh, thank you, petty officer, for like spending 5 days showing me how to fold a shirt when my mom showed me how to fold a shirt when I was 5, and it was completely different than what you're showing me now. Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that. You always get that person. You always get that person, and they want to like volunteer for everything. And you know what the Navy stands for? Never again volunteer yourself. Why? Because you screwed yourself over when you joined. You really did. I mean, you've got a lot of these people telling you joining the Navy was the best thing they ever did. That's because they're still in the Navy. When they get back out, they'll realize the difference and say, wow, I just kind of like assimilated. I just grew accustomed to it and just thought it was normal, so I was optimistic about it. Because really, it sucks. It's hell. It is hell. It sucks. Anyway, we'll get back to how it sucks more now. Anyway, so you learn how to fold things a lot while you're going through processing, more processing. You keep going and getting things tested. You pee in cups so much. You have to stay hydrated by drinking out of these like water bottles that taste like bleach. Why? Because there's bleach in them. There's bleach in the water. You can taste it. And it can make you sick. Is bleach cancerous? Can it give you? Yes, it can. Do they make you drink it like that anyway? Yes, they do. That's inhumane. Yes, it is. You know what? They don't care. They're the government. They don't care. Anyway, let's see what else. You go through processing. You get a whole bunch. You get like your blood drawn, and they test you for like STDs and HIV and tuberculosis, and that's a big one. They're really sticklers about testing you for TB. And what's funny about it is you don't even get separated for TB at all either. Some of the things they do are just stupid. And you see a doctor. You have like another little physical type thing. I think at one point during processing, you have to even talk to a shrink, just like everybody has to do it, but I'm not sure. I just heard that. I never got that far along in my processing. I was separated, like, on P3. That's how they refer to days there. Like, say you're on your 4th week, 3rd day, you call that 4-3. And if you're in processing, 3rd day, you call that P3. P3. It's hard to talk. Why? Because I hate the Navy. This way. Well, anything else I can tell? Yes, hygiene. Hygiene time. Well, we'll start out with talking about sexual abuse, because that totally leads into hygiene time. Okay, sexual abuse is a big thing in the military right now because of all those documentaries and all those people coming forward to sue the government, basically for the government, which I'm really not sure how that works, how they're gonna do that, but I hope they win. You know, because I believe their story. Totally plausible. But, anyway, because of all of that crap, you have to watch this PSA, which is good that you have to watch it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing you have to watch it. I'm just saying you have to watch it. You have to watch this PSA with your whole group of people, and the whole time you're having to watch it, your petty officers are just, like, scoffing, like, can't believe, because they were there before this change happened. Because this is all new stuff that's happening right now. You have to watch this PSA. That's their combating sexual abuse, is watching PSA. Because that totally helps. Anyway, you watch this PSA over sexual abuse, and, like how to recognize it, and never go places alone, and this is why we stand watch and standing watch. Oh, I don't have to talk about standing watch. Standing watch. Everybody hates standing watch. I'm totally getting off topic here. You have to watch this scene over sexual abuse, and it's like, report it. You have to report it. Basically, just like report everything. It's your duty as a sailor to report crimes. Just report it. Never go places alone. You have watch, whatever. It's like a 3-minute video, and people are making fun of it the whole time you're watching it. And then, like, after you watch the PSA, it's hygiene time, which is kind of ironic. This is our first hygiene time. We didn't get to shower for like 3 days, which is disgusting. But that's just what it's like there. They don't care about your BO because they own you. And they want to send a message. They want to say, we own you. And part of that is by messing up your routine in every way possible. Hygiene, sleeping, food, just all your basic needs, they will screw up because they can. Because it lets you know that they are your boss now. But anyway, hygiene time. You have a male petty officer and a female petty officer if you have a mixed compartment. We had a co-ed compartment. Compartment is like your group of people, like the place you stay in with your people. Usually they have a female compartment in one direction and a male across the hall if you're a co-ed division, like we were. And most 900 divisions are co-ed because they're 900 divisions. Like it's hard to even get enough people in a 900 division because you have to know how to play an instrument or how to march. But anyway, so you have 2 petty officers, and one's a male and one's a female, because you have females and males there, and they want to be, gender appropriate, which I find kind of, I don't know whether to think if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing, because females can still sexually abuse other females. Like, I don't understand this whole, like, as long as, like, a female, like, even police officers, as long as it's a female officer who searches another female, that's okay. It's kind of still not. I mean, you're still doing it. It's still weird. It still looks inappropriate. It might still feel to whatever person that it's inappropriate. How is it just now appropriate just because it's female to female or male to male? But anyway, that's not the case. Because you know what? It's not female to female. It's not male to male. At least it wasn't in my division. You know what happened at hygiene time? At hygiene time, there was a female compartment over there to the right, and there was a male compartment over there to the left. And in your hygiene area, there was a shower room, basically, and it's got toilets in it, and they don't have any stall doors. They just have curtains, and the shower doesn't have any curtains. It's completely public too. And the restroom, has like this open passageway. So if you are basically in the room at the latter half of the room and you're facing towards that direction, you will see people in there if you face it. Just no matter what, it's inevitable. Just the way it's set up, there's no doors. I mean, of course you're going to see people. So what would happen was during our hygiene time, we would have our male petty officer go to the female compartment and the female petty officer go over to the male compartment, and they would stand at the latter half of the room and face their bodies towards the entrance of the shower room, and they would just stare there the whole frickin' time. And then you get out of the shower, and the first time we had our hygiene time, our petty officers lined us up afterwards, and they told us basically, we saw a lot of you naked, and we want to let you know that the next time we see you naked, we will write you up for sexual abuse, and you will be severely punished for it. And it's like, are you kidding me? First of all, you told me that we have to shower, and then you send the male over to the female showers and the female over to the male showers, and you make sure that you can see them at a certain angle, because you have to even stand at a certain angle to even see them. You know, you have to be at that angle at the latter half of the room. And then you tell us that you're going to charge us with sexual assault because you saw us naked? Are you kidding me? That's another way of how they own you. They try and scare you with these whole things that aren't your fault. things that they make you do. Like, they make you shower, and then they stand themselves over there, and then they tell you that you're gonna get in trouble for what they told you to do. That's the Navy. So, sexual abuse does happen. And sometimes it's those very minor things like that, because I would consider that sexual abuse. I would, on their part. It's manipulating you, for one, and it's in a sexual way. They see you naked. How is that not sexual? It is. It just is. And it's just wrong. But, I mean, that's what they do. They still do it. I mean, at least it's not someone raping other people, but you don't know if that still happens or not, because nobody ever reports it still. Why? Because petty officers get to do the crap like that, where they get to watch you in your shower. So where do you draw this line where, like, you finally start reporting these things? Nobody knows. They should have a PSA over that, huh? Anyway, this video is getting kind of long. So far we went over what happens after that, like 48 hours of when you went in. We covered the moment of truth. We covered sexual abuse somewhat in the Navy. We still have to talk about the food. We'll talk about some of the commands, some of the things they tell you. We'll talk about the health center, who works there, and we'll talk about separation in further videos. This video is kind of long, so if you're still with me, still want to learn some of these things, I'll make a part 4. Is it now? Yeah, it's part 4, and we'll get you educated on some of these things. Now, lastly, I just want to say that I am completely biased against the Navy, but I am biased from personal experience. I went in there with a positive attitude, wanting to like it, and I came out screaming, never again. So just know that I am biased against it. So, am I exaggerating? No. I might be under-exaggerating. But I just feel it is necessary for me to tell y'all I am totally biased against the Navy. Anyway, I'll see you again later. Bye.